Good morning again. Namaste and Lakach. Jayom Guru. Loving greetings to all of my dearly beloved brothers and sisters everywhere all around the world. And again, blessed we are to be able to be getting together to share in our energy traffic report so that we can know what the energy is for today and know what to harmonize with today, to have a harmonious existence, a life of ease and joy. So, well, we begin by grabbing our galactic calendar, and we want to open up to the fourth moon still, the self-existing owl moon of form. And we see we're right down here to the last day of this fourth moon, self-existing moon of form. Today we see that our tone and frequency today, our tone is, the galactic tone is CALAHUN, the crystal tone of cooperation. And CALAHUN, the crystal tone of cooperation today, is conjoining with CHICCHAN, right? Red Serpent CHICCHAN. So today with the crystal tone coming together with the red serpent, we say red crystal serpent today. And, well, now that we see what the tone and the frequency is, let's go into the back of our calendar here where we have all the tones and the frequencies, and we will see what is the tone, what is the frequency separately, and then we can blend them together in our workbook and find out what is our galactic signature. We need to know what they are individually, and then we can blend them together for the energy of the day. And so we find the crystal tone of cooperation on page 8. And we see that the crystal tone of cooperation has 3 keywords: dedicate, universalize, and cooperate, because it's the crystal tone of cooperation. And we have a quote that helps us understand this energy, this crystal tone of cooperation, the first half of our galactic signature. CALAHUN represents the maximum evolution of form, its attainment of complete complexity. Right? We see on the card it says complex stability. Right? That's what we are achieving with this tone. Right? The tone, that tone is saying that the frequency will have is in a state of complex stability. Stable, complex, yet still stable. Having dissolved rigidity in tone Hunlahun yesterday, right? The tone of liberation. The crystal tone of cooperation, CALAHUN, presents a higher order of coordination, offering complex stability, creative cohesion, and comprehensive vision. Here we perceive the coherency of the whole as a composition of related parts, honoring the elaborate inner workings of life as a mandalic synthesis. CALAHUN, the crystal tone of cooperation, asks us to universalize, to translate our knowledge and insights that they may be universally applicable, relevant, and shareable with all, assisting the evolution of the common good. Tone CALAHUN affirms that we ourselves embody the highest qualities of internal and social architecture. Like a crystal with its unique individual facets that contribute to the totality of its beauty, so Tone CALAHUN reminds us to honor and celebrate the diverse features and contributions of individuals which constitute the power of a strong, independent community. Tone CALAHUN offers the recognition that in a healthy whole system, the needs of the individual are met by the collective, and in return, the individual feeds the aspirations of the collective. So may we strive to collaborate with one another, combining our gifts and enhancing our efforts, while remaining clear and lucid in the grace of our own autonomy. Right? All connected, but individually fantastic. So, also, every 13 days around the world, here we are, every 13 days around the world, groups of natural time trekkers meet regularly on these crystal days to share their accounts of completed adventures and to determine new adventures to undertake. These gatherings, known as roundtables or courts of kin, and ours is the Awakening Consciousness Court of Kin. These are specifically held on crystal days because Tone CALAHUN models cooperation, right? It is the crystal tone of cooperation. So the energies today are very in alignment with getting together to cooperate. Now, these circles exhibit the cohering power of acknowledging all participants as carrying equal rights and equal responsibilities, while organized around a central unifying focus. All are universally welcome to contribute their personal energy in dedication to the constructive functioning of the whole. The crystal tone CALAHUN declares, every being has a place in the formation. Our individual efforts of perseverance and commitment are invaluable. As we work in concert with one another, a powerful synergy emerges, a crystalline configuration which equals more than the sum of its parts. So may we each experience ourselves as integral components of a network of divine creativity, because every individual is a detail of the whole pattern. Right? Everyone is important. No one in this whole universe doesn't belong here. So that's CALAHUN, the crystal tone of cooperation. The first part of our galactic signature that we look at. Then we're going to take a look. Turn the page here. Take a look at Red Serpent CHICCHAN on page 10. Got to get it right. And we see that Red Serpent CHICCHAN has 3 keywords: survive, life force, and instinct. Right? Survive, life force, and instinct. That's what the solar frequency is about. That's what is in a state of complex stability. Red Serpent CHICCHAN. And our quote, I have learned that the body listens to rhythms the mind can't even hear. Right? The body has a natural knowing that the intellect doesn't need to learn. It already knows. Red Serpent CHICCHAN represents our primal nature, our instinctual body wisdom, our sensuality, our creativity, and our passion. Now, when I say sensuality, I'm not talking about a sexy kind of thing. It's senses, right? Our senses, our sensuality, our eyes, our nose, our mouth, our ears, the fact that we can feel and sense things. Sensuality. That's what we're talking about when we're talking about sensuality. Red Serpent CHICCHAN reminds us to center in our earthly vehicle, right? This body, right? See, Red Serpent CHICCHAN is about body wisdom, right? Our natural instinct, our life force, and surviving. This energy reminds us to honor our body as incredible sensual mechanisms, recognizing that our bodies offer us infinite opportunities for experience. Our bodies are our living temple, our one and only home for this lifetime. As our partner in life, our bodies are, or we could say our bodily vehicle, invites us to nourish ourselves, to ground ourselves, to breathe, to stretch, to move, to dance, to feel, to discover, to physically express. See, that's what CHICCHAN is about, physical expression. And above all, to sense, right? To be creatures, not intellects. Follow the body. It has a language all its own. Intimately connected to our souls, our serpent bodies and its senses are gateways to that which lies beyond the body, offering themselves as a conduit to access this great wholeness, as a tool of guidance. Our bodies are our allies in self-intimacy, renewal, and empowerment. And the life force is our vitality. Every moment, the decisions we make impact our store of life force. It is ours to cultivate and care for. One of the most powerful sources of life force that we all possess is our sexual energy. Literally, our sacred creative energy, right? It's that sexual energy that creates another being, another human being, another body. Known as our Kundalini, our inner serpent of fire ignites our divine potential residing within. The red serpent CHICCHAN reminds us to merge our primal life force energy with our higher visionary eagle mind to become balanced and fully alive as a plumed serpent or a feathered serpent. This allows us to bring holistic insight into matters of survival and creation, assuring we see what's near and far. Right, that's CHICCHAN, red serpent CHICCHAN, right? We mentioned the Kundalini, and we see here in this archetypical glyph, right, the coiled serpent representing the Kundalini coiled at the root chakra, the Muladhara chakra. So red serpent CHICCHAN, the other part of our galactic signature. Now that we've looked at these energies individually, let's blend them together in our workbook. Let's open our Cosmic Dream Spell Astrology Wisdom workbooks to page 25, where we see that today's galactic signature is kin 25. 25 days in on this 260-day energy wave that we know as the Tzolk'in. So today we see that red serpent CHICCHAN is conjoining today with the crystal tone of cooperation, CALAHUN. So today we say CALAHUN CHICCHAN. After receiving the spectral tone of liberation comes the complex stability of the crystal tone of cooperation. Red crystal serpent, CALAHUN CHICCHAN, guides and teaches us to honor the perfection of our physical temple through tapping into the primal life force, which energizes our senses by listening to the intrinsic wisdom of our bodies in order to regroup, recrystallize, and reform into a higher order of being. Now that we have received the freedom of the spectral energy from yesterday's energies, yesterday's tone, right? The spectral tone of liberation, freedom, right? Red crystal serpent, CALAHUN CHICCHAN, encourages us to focus on listening to the inherent instinctual wisdom of our physical temple, so as to better receive and transmit the instinctual power of Kundalini. The magic of focused cooperation and earnest devotion elevates our abilities. And red crystal serpent, CALAHUN CHICCHAN, reminds us that as we work in alliance for the benefit of the greater good, our collective efforts can offer complex stability to our planetary family at large. Through ever-deepening humility, unshakable willingness, and unending sincerity, we can co-create with others, with other like-minded brothers and sisters in ways that manifest unlimited exponential positive opportunities. This allows us to slither into the simplicity of our sensuality. As this wondrous journey of existence continues, the cauldron of creation invites us to acknowledge and be thankful for all the supportive forces that assisted our progress along the way. That is red crystal serpent, CALAHUN CHICCHAN. Next, we want to, color and draw. Fill in all the information here at the bottom of our workbook page and do our daily affirmation together. So we see today's glyph we want to draw. We're drawing a human head, right? And we have an eye and a nose. And here's the mouth. We want to draw a line with for the mouth, and then a line around that mouth. Right? And we want to draw the coiled serpent here, representing, right, that Kundalini Shakti life force wrapped around that Muladhara chakra, right? I know it's all the way to the bottom here. We didn't draw the whole body down. It's just the head. And on top of the head, we want to draw these scales, right? This is representing scales over the mind. The mind is covered in these scales. It's just about survival at this development of our consciousness, right? We're just instinctual knowledge going on right now. The wisdom that's associated with survival, with reason, with continuing to be, all right? And we color it red because it's red serpent CHICCHAN. It's not a snake. Right next to this red serpent, we want to draw the 2 bars and the 2 dots like this. And they're going to be white because we're in that white purifying wave spell. 13 days of it. So next, let's fill in all these blanks and do our daily affirmation, our unique affirmation for today's unique energy signature. So, well, we see that the kin number, that's our first blank, is the same as the page number, page 25, kin 25. 25 days in on 260-day energy wave, Zolkin. Our next blank is the galactic signature in English. We're going to write it in exactly. How do we say this in English? Red Crystal Serpent. Red Crystal Serpent. Then the next blank to fill in is the kin name in the Mayan way of speaking. In that case, we say CALAHUN CHICCHAN. CALAHUN CHICCHAN. In the next blank, we see color and direction, right? Red serpent, right? Well, we also want to remember what's important about this color red. Red is associated with the east, so we write in the block here where it says color and direction, red east. And then under that, we want to write initiates because red east initiates. That's the quality of this color red. Next, we come to these 3 circles at the bottom of our workbook page here. The first circle is the lunar phase. We just had our new moon yesterday. So we can color this all the way in because the day before the new moon, the day of the new moon, and the day after the new moon, you don't see the moon in the sky. It's completely blacked out, shadowed out, right? So we can color it all the way in. But we do want to notate that the moon is waxing now, though. Right? It was new yesterday. Today it's waxing. Then we see our circle for the Galactic Activation Portal Day. That's not today. And the Pokavotan Clear Day, not today. So we move on then to our affirmation for today. And we're going to watch for those 3 key words that makes this affirmation unique for today. Dedicate, universalize, and cooperation for the crystal tone of cooperation. Survive, instinct, and life force for Red Serpent CHICCHAN. I'll read through it one time, make sure we got all these blanks filled in correctly, and then we'll do it together 3 times. Today I dedicate, in order to survive, universalizing instinct. I seal the store of life force with the crystal tone of cooperation. And today I am guided by the power of navigation. So there it is. Let's do it together now 3 times. Today I dedicate, in order to survive, universalizing instinct. I seal the store of life force with the crystal tone of cooperation. And today I am guided by the power of navigation. Today I dedicate, in order to survive, universalizing instinct. I seal the store of life force with the crystal tone of cooperation. And today I am guided by the power of navigation. Today I dedicate, in order to survive, universalizing instinct. I seal the store of life force with the crystal tone of cooperation. And today I am guided by the power of navigation. Namaste and Lakech, Jayom Guru. There we have it. Another energy traffic check complete. We're just about ready to get on out there and take on this wonderful, beautiful day. Another blessing from God. But we always like to wrap up with a little bit of wisdom from our Guru, from his spiritual diary, with just a little more help in the day. And today we are looking at, November 14th. And this, we're talking about devotion, our Guru is. And this comes right out of our lessons that we're sharing in the evenings. So Guru says, remember, in your will is the will of God. In your heart, you must love nothing more than God, who is a so-called jealous God. If you want God, you must have the will to cast away from your heart every desire but the desire for God. Right? That's devotion, right? Guru's teaching us and showing us about what is devotion. Can't be devoted if you don't know what it is, right? Great advice from our Guru to be more devoted, to have a better life. More devoted to God, that is. Not so devoted to the world and all the stuff in the world. Thank you, my brothers and sisters, for joining in with me again. God bless us all. Namaste and Lakech Jayom Guru. Let's get on out there and have a great day. We'll see you next time. Get a hold of me anytime if you got any questions, comments, concerns about what we've talked about here today. Glad to talk about it with anybody anytime. Bye now.